Okay, it's live. Do you need me to pause you?
No, we're good.
Okay. Hi, this is Lori. That's Camille.
Lori and Camille.
It's the Goofy show.
Oh, I clicked one of your videos instead of your live. Here we
Oh,
go.
yes, you definitely will need to be on the live because of the whole issue of not being able to see chat.
Jennifer's here. Hello, hello.
Hey, Jennifer. Oh, why do I not see that? That's weird. I do not see that.
You don't see hi, Jennifer, or hello, y'all, from Jennifer?
No, let me.
She's here.
I believe it. Oh my gosh, she better not be shadow blocked. I've seen other stuff from her.
Jennifer's in the house.
Let me do this. Here's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm still not done with the dang sports blanket, but here's why.
Bridget's here. Can you see Bridget?
Oh, yeah. I still don't see Jennifer, though. That's so weird. Do I have an all? Maybe there's an all mess.
Hello.
Hi, I see Margaret. I see Chuck.
Right on. What did you ask me, baby? He's playing with the cats with the laser pointer.
Oh, sorry about the welcome. I thought I disabled it. It'll say hi to y'all. Hi. Oh, I see. Yeah, see. Why do I not see Jennifer? And I also don't see that I'm live.
Lori, can you see me? Jennifer just commented again.
No.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding.
Oh no, now she can. Now she's there. I see this one.
Okay.
So good. So whatever happened at the beginning, it's something with a weird delay, but now I just saw her. So,
okay, good.
Hi, Jennifer. We're good. Have you made anything with yarn I sent yet? I don't even remember what I sent her. No, Jennifer. What did I send Jennifer?
Oh, that's what I should work on. I don't want to work on my blanket.
Yeah. Well, I am. No, I do like you. I was very glad I didn't. It wasn't. You weren't hidden, and all of a sudden, it was something at the beginning.
Maybe because she left that message before we started. Maybe that's why.
Oh, it somehow got hidden from me. On now restream. Yeah.
You can hear me still?
Yeah, you're good.
You know, I'm getting an error on this phone now, the same way I got it on my computer.
That's weird.
So if I suddenly can't talk, they don't like me. Streaming doesn't like me.
It's the other streaming platforms, right? It's not.
Well, no, Restream just sent me remember how I was saying I was getting those notices at the top? Restream just showed me a notice on the top of this phone, but it went away so fast I don't know what it said.
Oh. Huh.
So something weird happens. That's what's going on.
What bobbin is this? See, I labeled my bobbins. That says Mediterranean.
Right on. It sounds like a good place right now.
So, guys, it's so pretty.
Oh, I love it.
It's so pretty.
Beautiful.
There's the beginning of
so beautiful. You should make yourself big and show that off real good.
Let me pick up whatever fell down. Oh no, it's just this banging on the. Well, okay, I'll make it. I'll make it.
Yeah,
Hi, Linda. I was just gonna say something. Okay, tomorrow my yarn management will be. Hey, this is all of it is put away except for my scraps. But Linda, I came across a whole bunch of boucle yarn. If you were serious about loving boucle yarn, please tell me.
Tell the yarn fairy, Linda.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell the yarn fairy, Linda.
You gotta tell the yarn fairy what you want. You gotta write a letter like you're writing a letter to Santa Claus.
Lori's gonna get yarn fairy letters.
There you go. Yarn fairy emails coming my way. Well, and then Deb is a lovely yarn fairy, but Linda is the only person I've ever seen in a chat say, I like boucle yarn. So if you like boucle yarn, I got like the colors of the rainbow for you.
Is that all we have to say? Is I like boucle yarn?
Well, yeah, if you like boucle, I can send you some too. I've got a lot.
I don't know if I like boucle. Is boucle the bumpy stuff? If so, I think Margaret sent me some boucle.
It's the bumpy. Yeah.
I mean, Linda needs a yarn fairy, I think.
Yes. I got some stuff set aside for Chuck. I have an idea for some other people, but
He says yes.
yes. Okay, it is you. Okay, that's what I
He
thought.
likes
I
the
thought you
boucle.
were serious and you really do genuinely like it. So eventually you will have some coming your way. I don't know when. I can't promise when, but sometime before 2026. That's I can tell you that much.
That's awesome.
I just but yeah, seriously, I have probably 5 or 6 pink colored ones.
Ooh, yeah.
2 bluish green colored ones.
Yeah.
A purple one. Yes, like homespun. Yep. And 2. No, those are bulky though. The red one is a little different. It's like the boucle, but it's fatter. So I don't know if that's what you would want, but I have blue, pinks, and I mean, it's like you can make a really pretty, that blue, like in my brain, it is peacock colors. It's the way it's colored, but anyway.
Mark and Mandy's here.
Yes, Chuck, you did hear your name because I have some stuff set aside in thoughts for you. There's a couple other folks in here that are regulars. Hi, Mandy. I was going to call you Mork, but you are not Mork for Mark. You are Mandy.
Mandy, or wherever you're from, does it rhyme? Because that would be cool.
I didn't know if you knew you were being out loud. So stepdaughter is diamond painting right now.
What's she diamond painting? Is she diamond painting more?
The Harry Potter.
Oh, the Harry Potter.
Little Harry Potter, yeah.
I get to see when she's finished?
Yeah, definitely. She likes it when we show it. But yes, if you hear humming, that's what it is.
That's okay. Hearing humming is nice, I think.
No, it's pleasant. Yes. Just in case you were wondering if I was somehow a magical ventriloquist making humming sounds. I am not. I am. She says I am. Yes. Hello, Bridget.
So show me the blanket. You got distracted.
Oh, yes. I didn't make myself big and show the blanket.
Make yourself big and show it.
This one. All right. So that's the top. There's Australia.
Yeah.
That's New Zealand. That's Antarctica. There's the bottom of the heart.
I like it.
You can actually see that it's the bottom of the heart now. It kind of blended in with that white, but it's... So every time I get to that part, I have to switch to... Where are my hooks?
A different hook?
Yeah, I have to go to a 4.5. But the rest of the blanket is 5.5. And I'm only doing 2 double crochets so that I can get it to not be so different in size and not be too like awkward.
That's a gorgeous blanket, Lori. See, I get to see it twice because of the lag. So I'm going to tell you, show it again.
Okay.
Well, I wasn't done looking at that.
Okay.
Like that.
And there you can see.
That is gorgeous. I love those colors together too.
Oh yeah, see, the colors are fantastic, and this green will be different.
That's beautiful.
Slightly different depending on what,
like where you go with it.
Because I'm wanting this lighter to be like up in the Asia part. Let me see. Let me pull this up. I'll show you what it's looking like.
Like lighter where it's like more deserty across our globe?
Lighter where it's more cold, I guess was my thinking. And greener and richer where it's like more green. Here, I'm going to share this screen real quick so you can get a feel for how my phone is clearly doing its thing, because I'm like that. Okay, is it this? Presentation, yes. Oh, nope, not that. Let's click the right button. Share screen. Here you go. You can see. Okay, this is what it's looking like. I'm on. I scroll down. See this red dot? That tells me that's where I'm at. So I'm at the bottom here, about to go back up. Actually, I don't think that's right. Did I not mark my last? That isn't right. I didn't mark my last row. So this is what I do to mark my row. Okay, so I can tell I'm at the top and not the bottom. I'm going to double check. Yes, that is correct. So I go in here. You do not have to do this. I can go right here to edit. No, that's not it. Where is it? Where's the tracking? I always forget where the tracking is. Is it this? No. View? I always forget where the tracking is. There's a way to track, but I'm going to just say, oh, well. Okay, come on. So I go where it's yellow, or where it's actually yellow but white on the screen. Go in and I mark it. This is probably because this is a way I can double check my counts that I do it this way. There is a tracker and I don't understand it. Can never remember where it is. I'm going to put my red dot where I'm at. And I'm going to go back in and I did that. And even though this is Antarctica and it's white, I'm still leaving it green on the map.
Right.
Because I don't need that many colors going on here.
So you just go change the color of it as you go.
I do. It's, yeah, like I said, for me, this is what works. So I can double check my counts, make sure everything's lined up the way it should be.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's what it'll look like. It's going to be really cute.
So you've got, well, like what, a third of that done?
Let's see. I'm just about to start row 37. Row 37, and going up I have 51. So yeah, third-ish. I am pretty close to this edge though. This is 36 and this is 45. So yeah, I'm only 9 rows from this corner. So yeah, it's a good chunk. I would say a third-ish. Now, I am planning on recording like when I'm having to change colors a lot and showing how it is, because let me come back to Restream and stop sharing. Go here. I'm going to show this because on that Facebook page, hi Mary and Deb, you came in while I was screen sharing. I'll hold it up again. This is what it's looking like. That's Antarctica there at the bottom. And there is, that's Australia, the beginning of Australia. That's New Zealand over there. What was I saying though? Oh, because when I'm on this Facebook group that's Corner to Corners, and people are showing these gorgeous blankets with all of these ends hanging everywhere. I'm like, I can't. It drives me crazy. I need to minimize how many ends I'm weaving in at the end. So I want to show when I do, for example, when I do a single square, like New Zealand right here.
Like this? You don't like seeing this? Wait.
No, I love yours.
Are you talking about it when they change colors? You don't like seeing all the ends because they have lots of ends hanging out?
They have they have an end on both ends of every color change. And it's like hundreds of ends, like sometimes. It's crazy to me. So I want to show how I handle that, because my own personal psyche can't. No, I'm not doing that.
That would be a good one too.
Yeah. So see how I do this single square, but there are no ends. See?
Yeah.
There's no ends. I will show how I do that.
Yeah. Show how you do that.
because
to make a video for it, right?
yeah, I'm gonna make a video for it. Because you're doing the Tunisian corner to corner. That seems so interesting to me. I was looking at that and I wasn't sure how I felt about it, I guess. Like I've done Tunisian. I did a little froggy scarf. I was about to make the video today on the first year of things I made, but I didn't get to it. So, because I did my yarn management video anyway. But Megan, you're doing corner to corner Tunisian as
I
well,
wonder if they're doing the same thing because it was for one of the.
It was Bee Hooked, right?
It's Bee Hooked, I think. Yeah, and it's for a charity thing too, I believe. Like, I mean, of course,
Okay.
to make your blanket for the charity, right? The pattern's out there for whoever, but I wonder if they're making the same blanket, Mary and Megan.
Yeah, I wonder too.
Megan sent me the link to that. I wanted to do
I've
it.
got it too. She sent it to me too, and I looked at it. I am trying to figure out what I did with my hooks. They're in the bottom of the bag. So this one is my 4.5. That one's my 5.5. You can see there's quite a bit of a difference there. Yeah.
See, you said that about people's ends hanging out, and I had to hurry up and put mine up.
Oh, no, I don't care if it's one end. No, I'm talking about hundreds of
I know what
ends.
you're talking about, but I'm glad you said that because now my ends is woven in.
And then you don't have to worry about it later. That's the other thing.
About it.
I'm like, I cannot handle that. Okay, that's like sewing together the squares. It's the same thing to me.
Yeah.
If I had to wait for all the ends, if I didn't do my ends as I went, none of my blankets would ever get done. That's all I'm saying. But what I'm discovering is people legitimately don't know.
Yeah, what to do with them. Yeah.
And I just make stuff up. And I do what works for me, and I use other people's ideas, but I don't think I've seen anybody do things quite the way I do them.
No, you're unique. That's why I like you.
I'm not the same old, same old.
The same old, same old.
Not that anybody is, but I definitely, I guess because I have no formal training really.
You figured it out with your master.
I just like, I'm gonna do this. Let's see if this works. Now I did need to learn how to carry the yarn along the edge that I have shown before, but I'm gonna have a whole playlist. I did start it of tips, corner to corner tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Like how to figure out how much yarn to put on a bobbin. And I do want to, I put a message. I was listening to one of your old videos today, and there was something about, because you were talking about the blanket you're working on and that you're not going to need as much yarn as you needed. So I want to do a video about how you can go about calculating fairly accurately how much yarn you're going to need for given whatever stitch and hook you're going to be using.
Yeah, that will be cool. That's right. Teach me.
Yeah, the generic way. Okay, so it will involve swatching. It just will. If you're very concerned about how much yarn you're going to be using.
See, that's not too bad. Like we can learn swatching. Like let's swatch some stuff, right? Like maybe I'm just cheating, right? And if I swatched, maybe I wouldn't have the problems I have.
Well, I only just started swatching, and it's only when I care. I tie a small knot with the next color, and yes, that can definitely work, Mary. That's an element of what I do. That's just not entirely what I do. I do a little bit extra that I don't think I've seen. Now, I will do my best to credit the people I have seen do different things.
It's like there are a few rows to check for my mistakes and weave in my ends. I think most of us have tricks we use to make sense to us. Nice, you're able to share your tips. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Because when I'm seeing these people and they're like, oh my gosh, how do you deal with all these ends? I'm like, I don't have ends like that because I refuse. I'm neurotic that way. I don't know. I can't handle that.
So I designed a blanket. Designed a blanket. Remember I said I ordered yarn?
Yeah.
Long ago? Well, the blanket that I designed's yarn is in that order.
Oh, exciting. Is that the one that for the state fair? Or do you know?
I don't know. I need to probably talk to you about that, but I also don't want to ruin the surprise because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. But I sent you a screenshot of it.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that's good enough for the state fair?
I mean, after looking at those Mary Maxim winners,
I think so.
That's a bigger deal, like all in the big picture, right? That's all kinds of designers. Oh, this is something I do. Let me see if I can show you. So I'm connecting I slip stitched the blue into the yellow here. And what I do is I take the yellow and
you're going into the yellow now?
No, I'm going into the blue.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I wrapped that yellow around, and then I'm going to pull it down real tight, and then it's kind of locked in there once now I'm going to slip stitch again. This is also not something I've seen anybody do. I'm going to slip stitch with the blue, and obviously I'll be using my hands over the overhead camera for
wait, so you're going to the next square and you slip stitch with the color you were on.
Yeah.
And now you've added the next color and you're slip stitching again with that color.
Yes, after I wrapped that around so it doesn't get tangled, and now it's on the right side.
And then now you're going to chain with the new color.
Now I'm going to chain after I did another slip stitch, because then it puts it more straight up. And I only recently figured that out for my own work.
Yeah.
Like I need to do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and clip this. When I say clip, I'm talking about clip, not cut. Because I want it out of the way.
You're going to clip the old color out of the way.
Right. So that it doesn't get tangled, right? I'm going to actually clip it to the bottom of the blanket. Because I'm on the end. And when I'm on the end, I like to put them on the bottom. So I do all kinds of weird little things that, like I said, the second slip stitch is new, but I just am finding that it just looks so much better.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's just double crochet corner to corner. It's not anything.
Yeah.
Unique. Oh shoot. See, I got some of the yellow underneath there. I don't want that. I only want it. I need it out of the way.
So then you're just going to be picking back up that yellow when you come back down that way.
Yep. Yeah, see, it's hanging out over here, but I accidentally was pulling it across, but it's hanging out over here, so I need to.
Well, I'll be testing your teaching pretty soon, I think.
Good. And you're well, because I would need the feedback too.
Yeah.
I'll keep adjusting as I need to. So that obviously, again, this way in front like this doesn't work very well. Does it make it heavy? It does a little bit. That's why it sits on my lap or over here on the table. Yes, this is heavy, but I also have Yarn Genie bobbin things on there. That's way heavier. When I'm just doing little bobbins, well, this one's huge, but just the little bobbins, it really doesn't make it. To me, it's not a problem, but I also don't want it fully like stretching out.
Yeah.
I don't want it like to. I need to unclip this one because this one I'm going to be using. I'm going to get this first block done. Oh, I did finish that first block. Let me chain 3 and then I got to count.
I guess I should show off my blanket because there might
do it. Do it
here that aren't on my channel.
Yes. Here, let me make you big for a second.
So for this blanket, I'm using Premier Yarn. Sweet Roll Frosty. I'll show you the skein here in a second. I like the way the strapping's coming out. Looking good. Mhm. And then here's the yarn. It's Premier Sweet Roll Frosty. Oh, that's probably backwards, but yeah, it's Premier Sweet Roll Frosty. And it's in Blueberry Crumble. I just started my third skein. Skein number 3.
I just saw that I'm going to have to add Japan. So I needed to grab my bobbin for that.
Japan.
So that's skein number 3.
Skein number 3. Yeah.
So you probably are only going to need 1 more or 2 more.
No, it's going to be, I'm skein number 3 and I'm almost to the very middle. So it's going to work out perfect. It's going to take the 5 skeins.
So you did calculate that right.
Well, I mean, there's my calculation. Here's how I calculated it. I made two granny square blankets that were 40 by 40. I used approximately 5 skeins of the Sweet Roll Frosty. Is that right?
Okay. I thought you used 6 with the popcorn one, right?
No, I'm not finished with my story.
Oh, sorry.
So I used approximately 5 skeins for those. Then I made a popcorn one.
Oh, okay.
That used 6 skeins. So this one doesn't have a popcorn in it. So I'm assuming it's going to be 5, and it seems to be working out because I'm almost to the very middle, and I'm not even halfway through this skein yet. So it seems like it's going to work.
Yeah, good. Yeah. So it was just learning that by adding that popcorn stitch, thankfully you weren't like trying to do that every row or something. You wouldn't have had enough yarn.
Never had enough yarn for that. See, my next lesson needs to be, okay, so I want to make, get back on with me.
Okay. Go ahead.
My next lesson needs to be, okay, I'm going to do some color changing, right?
Right.
So if I want to, I need to figure out how, if I want to color this up. So say I want a third of a color in each corner, and like how many squares, right?
Yeah.
If I want to make a color design, a color controlled design with different skeins, I need to figure out how many rows, right? And isn't it just a matter of like, it's a checkerboard basically? Well, it's not a checkerboard, but it's a graph, it's a grid. So if I'm doing 48 rows with this size hook, gets me a 40 by 40, then now I have my graph template to know, and I can start doing things within those parameters. But I'm curious, like, does it matter if I go up to a 6.5? If I go up to a, what am I trying to say? If I went down to a 5 hook, it's going to change my graph.
It's going to make it smaller.
But you're telling me that you can tell me how to calculate that by just simply doing a swatch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Let's go.
So corner to corner will be my first version.
Okay.
Because I know that's what I've been focused on.
Yeah.
Then I'll do an example where, okay, what if I'm doing tapestry stitch? And how am I going to calculate how much yarn am I going to need to get all the way up? Because tapestry stitch, aka single crochet back loop only, yarn under, it uses a lot of yarn.
So you're going to teach me to swatch, Lori.
I'm going to teach you to swatch and then how to translate to the bigger picture.
Okay. Look, also, I don't want an acrylic shirt, but don't these colors look good on me?
That looks fantastic. It kind of looks like it goes with the shirt you're wearing. It's like a two-sided shirt.
Like, this is a good color palette.
Yeah. I get why you wouldn't want acrylic in Texas. I get it.
Yeah, I don't want acrylic, but this is a good color palette.
Yeah, if you could find like the cotton version, something like that, right?
Okay, here's my next question. You know what cotton you sent me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Gotta drop something.
I dropped an F-bomb. All that fact between people wearing perfumes and lights. Oh, I am sorry, Megan. You really need to maybe consider looking at that. The Axon Optics glasses, Megan. It's like night and day for my life. Night and day. It can't fix the smell thing. I get that. All the fabric softener.
Fabric softener.
Yeah. Because of all the chemicals. Is that what you're referring to? Or the smells of fabric softener?
Oh, Bridget's on row 79.
I think she said that's her goal by the end of the night. Or is that where you're already at? Did I
But
miss?
she said she's at row 79.
Oh, you're at 79.
She's wanting to finish the page by the end of the night.
Nice.
I want to crochet more on my corner to corner, but grocery shopping wore me out today, Linda said.
Yep. That is so relatable.
I mean, I don't get to do it every time, but I order my groceries a lot, so I don't have to. I want to crochet.
Relatable. I just don't trust them to get my produce. I don't mind anything else.
Yeah, but well, soon they won't be needing to get our produce.
7. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, we should eat that asparagus tonight, babe. A little bit more.
So yeah, we're a long ways from being able to plant anything outside here, but
yeah.
You said you planted your asparagus and then you've not had to do anything special for it, and it just grows.
It just grows.
That's nice.
It grows okay. It takes up a lot of space, so I will say that. For something that takes up a lot of space, that you only get to harvest how many times you think you harvest asparagus in a season?
You get about 3 or 4 meals.
3 or 4 meals of asparagus from a 3x3 pack?
Oh, that's not much at all.
4x8 patch. A 4x8 patch of asparagus. It's about 3 to 4 meals with asparagus in it. That's it. But you don't really have to do much to it.
Okay. Small colors. So.
Sounds good. All right. She didn't finish, but she's finished for the night.
Gotcha. Oh, I wanted to see it.
Here. Before I add Japan, because that's the whole thing. Go over here and grab it.
Mm-hmm. Go grab it. What is babe cooking tonight? Linda said, hey, babe, what you cooking tonight? I think we're having leftover taco soup, Linda. He's not cooking. He gets a night off.
This is the one she's doing.
Oh, I like that one. That's cool.
Yeah.
You
can see the size difference.
Yeah. That's a big one that you have. It looks way bigger on that now.
Right. You can see it. You can really get a feel for how big this is.
Yeah.
That's why it's taking me forever.
I didn't realize you were working on one quite that big. I thought you were working on one more like her size.
Right. No, I would have been done a long time ago if that was the case.
Megan has asparagus in the oven.
There's the F-bomb that I dropped. There you go. I was being very literal. Very literal.
So why is my camera backwards and yours is not? Because I'm using my phone, I guess.
Okay, so you go to the click the little settings spoke.
I'm scared.
I know, just don't touch the audio.
I'm scared. Oh my God. Are you there?
Yes, we're good.
Did y'all see me the whole time?
You froze, but yeah, you were there.
Okay, what am I supposed to press?
So you go, I have to look at it. So, and
I
then over on the, so once you click that, do you see something that says video over
Yeah.
on the left?
Yeah.
Okay. Click arrow over
Uh-huh.
and then unclick mirror or re-click or whichever. Do the opposite of what yours is. Mine is mirrored, but it's right to you guys, right? Because the words, my hoodie. This is a project hoodie. It has snaps. It has a hook pocket. Are you good?
I think so.
Yeah.
Now I can't make my screen big anymore, though. It doesn't want to scroll for me. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
there we go. Here we go. Ah, I did it.
Oh, with the asparagus, she was talking about her asparagus earlier today.
What year are we on asparagus?
Oh,
Four?
for a while.
Five,
Yeah.
6?
Yeah.
6 years?
Yeah, they put
5
them
or 6?
Okay. So this is my single squares bobbin. That's how I labeled it. So I figured out how much yarn I needed. I've got 4 single squares.
So
I've already done one.
okay, so it's your single squares bobbin. So you have one of green, one of blue. No, you have them all of green because as you go along, you're going to have 4 single squares of green, and you've already got it wound up.
Right.
Gotcha.
Because that's what's on the map. You see 4 single squares there. This way. Anyway. All right. So here's what I do. I'm going to do a single square, and I'm not going to have any tails. Well, I will, but I'll show you what I do with them. Well, sort of, because again, it's not the overhead. I'm wondering if I can, I got to say bye to the husband real quick.
Four single squares. So this is cool. By the time I have to do color changes, I'm going to have learned from Lori how to
Definitely
do it. You know if you have male or female or both for plant for the asparagus.
Oh, they're.
Yeah.
I believe they're all female. Only one of them like males.
See you. Bye.
But I think they sort that out.
They sort it out ahead of time.
I think. I don't know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. I get it. He looked confused.
I've heard this about pumpkins or squashes in general. Like there's male plants and female plants. Oh, hot cocoa.
Well,
yummy.
Plus, there's male, female.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So yes, that's how much I know about gardening. 0.
Well, now you know that on a squash and pumpkin and all those viney ones,
there's flowers.
The male and female flowers, and then the female ones are the ones that get the bulb that actually makes the fruit.
I see.
Ooh, I want cantaloupe too in the garden.
That's a funny thing. There are a lot of countries that do not have cantaloupe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back to this.
It was some gorgeous, the most delicious cantaloupe I've ever had in my whole life came out of our garden.
I believe that. I think often when it's fresh in that way, it just tastes better.
I don't think it was just that it was fresh. I think that was extra good cantaloupe we grew that year.
Just exceptional. Yeah. It might have been what was in your soil contributing to that. I'm wondering. I'm going to see if I can add this camera. Let's see if we can do this.
So you can see your hands.
Yeah.
What cocoon. Chuck, you're awesome.
My camera is not plugged in. It is.
I've
Why is
heard
it?
you get more from male plants because they don't produce seeds. I think I will actually try to determine this year before I plant. Huh. I've never heard of that for asparagus. Maybe we would have more asparagus if we knew what we were doing. Maybe we're doing something wrong. Got too many females in our asparagus bed.
It's not letting me do that. But it's plugged in, so I don't understand.
Margaret says the male always seems to bloom first. They say if you're getting too many male flowers, you can pick them off and it will make your plant produce more female flowers. We've eaten the flowers of what flowers have we eaten from?
Let's try this.
Remember you sauteed some of the flowers from what? What was it?
Oh, squash balls.
The squash blossoms? Yeah, we've eaten the squash blossoms.
Yes.
Have you ever had squash blossoms?
No.
You can
No, I
tell it's set up when you're ready. I'm just rambling.
It just showed and now it's not showing. I just had it working and then it decided not to work again.
Welcome back, Mary. Welcome back.
I don't know.
Good evening, Riza, or is it Reza? Riza? Riza is what I'm going to say. You can correct me if that's wrong.
Risa, yeah, Risa comments on
Mm-hmm.
most of my videos.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I cannot get it to do it, but
Riza, you can come comment on mine.
yes, check out Camille. Oh, go ahead and drop your link. Yep.
I just did squash blossom fritters are good, right? Yeah. And then what's the thing you eat off of the is it off of the onions? No, it's the garlic sprouts. We've eaten garlic sprouts before. Those are good.
Violets and there's another flower. There's several flowers that are edible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to try to show this. So I've got this square that I'm working on right here. So, and I've just pulled up the loop. Right here, I need to do this single green square. So I'm going to pull in my yarn like I do, right, with just like that. I'm going to make that kind of short. And then I'm going to drop that, but hold it. Again, it will be a lot more clear when I can do it with my hands, where you can see my hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I've basically slip stitched through there. And this blue, I need to wrap that blue. Where'd it go? It's just not alive with Lori without stuff falling on the ground, right? That's just the rules.
So when you're changing colors, you're just basically fiddling with a bunch of stuff for a second until
Right.
you get going.
Right. I slip stitched it in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I found, and this was definitely something someone said, you kind of wrap. I wish I could show that to you better, and it will be better when I show this. You wrap it around, and then I'm going to go ahead and clamp this back on because it's not going to the other side. There's a way to do it if you're carrying it around. That is something I did with New Zealand that's going to be different with this one. Okay, so now I've got that, and I pull both loops in, right? So I'm pulling that tail in as
you're slip stitching?
As I'm chaining.
As you're chaining wait, so are you chaining with both colors?
No.
Just the green. Just the new.
Just the tail and I need to actually chain one and then I need to slip stitch. Sorry, I do need to slip stitch with both. I did not give myself much of a tail there. That's fine. But I do I'll chain with both the tail and the other, but I ran out of tail.
So you're chaining with the tail and the working yarn.
Yep, because then it gets
of the new color.
Right. it gets locked in there, and it's the tail is basically gone now. And then here's the thing that I haven't seen anybody do. I am now done with my square. This is a single square of color.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to come up here and slip stitch into this next one,
Mm-hmm.
and then chain one and cut off. Where's my scissors? Buried in here somewhere. It's all right. I'll use these.
So let's go back to the chaining. You're chaining with both the working yarn and the tail. Why is my phone doing that now? Okay. And that's enough to lock that in. You just clip that up. You're not weaving it in.
I will pull this one in because it's too short. I will pull this one in up through the chain a little bit. If I can do it. Come on, get off.
So you chain 3 and there's still some tail left. You're gonna weave that back up through using your hook.
Yep.
And that's enough. It doesn't fall apart.
Yes. I've never had one fall apart.
Okay.
But you need at least 2 stitches where both are through.
Okay.
It holds up in the wash fine.
Okay.
But
this is a good lesson here.
Okay. So now here I am, and I'm on the next one, and I went ahead and clipped it, but I did want enough that I could actually do. Now I'm not going to, so the people that I saw, they're just leaving those tails. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm going to take my hook and pull it back through the tops of these double crochets, and I'm going to go back and forth, and then it's going to be good enough.
So you're still weaving in your ends. You're doing it right there with your hook instead of getting the needle and weaving them in, right?
And I'm doing it in the moment.
In the moment. That's a good idea.
Because if those, like I said, there would be hundreds of tails on this thing. I'm not doing that. I have to do it this way, or I'm not convinced I'll finish the project.
Gotcha.
Because I just know who I am. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to pull this down into the double crochet, because I feel like and then sometimes I'll go, it's not going to show very well, but I'll kind of pull it under these loops that are going around that chain 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of.
Gotcha.
I probably should have grabbed the smaller hook for this. It would make it a little easier, but now it is really in there, and then I can clip that little bit that's sticking out, that little tiny bit.
I wasn't focused enough, so you're going to be able to show me that lesson again and again, probably.
Oh, it needs to be a formal lesson, because you need to be able to see my hands, like what I'm doing. So,
but I think that the other part has sunk in, like I've processed it.
Oh, the beginning, yeah.
And I mean, why not do that with everything?
I do. I literally do.
Huh.
Unless I need to know where the beginning corner is. Like
you leave your beginning corner.
I'll leave it out, but because I want to know for sure where did I start. Okay, but now I need to show you how awkward that looks, because that's all of a sudden it's a flat spot instead of a staircase.
Here, make you big again.
Oh yeah,
so we can see it.
This one.
That's me.
Yep.
There we go. Hold it real close up there.
So see how that's awkward? Because I need to put blue right here. But I'm going to be adding a blue. I'm going to be adding my blue that's labeled Mediterranean, because it's going to go across the top of Australia and over into the Mediterranean, the yarn that's on this bobbin. So I need to add the yarn again. So let's do that again, but this time it's not going to be as fiddly, because I've already tied this off, so I don't have to worry about the green at all. But I'm going to show you that same thing where I just looped it. I want a little more tail this time. And I just realized what I said. Okay, and then I changed it. But see how I'm doing the tail with it?
I like that.
And then in there. And then there's my chain 3 and it's sticking out a little bit. I'll worry about that in a minute.
Uh-huh.
So as I come down here to do this double crochet,
Uh-huh.
a lot of times what I'll do is I'll try to pull that tail into that next stitch. Just kind of wrap it around and come into that next stitch. And then it's super locked in. That's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere, huh?
And then do my third one. Now this is that whole thing where like I like to kind of close up holes that I can. Instead of going in the chain space, I go underneath that double crochet.
So that it's not as holy.
So it's not as big of a hole. Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So that's it.
See, I like the holes.
Right. No, for a standard
Mm-hmm. You
corner
do that
to corner, it gives it more drape. It gives it better drape. It's better.
You do that because it's a baby blanket.
I do it because it's a baby blanket, and
Okay.
I don't, especially because they are with a graph GAN. I think I feel like it needs to be more together, where the colors are the same. But let me look at my graph to see how many of these I need. Yeah, that's what I thought. I need 2, and then I'm going to green again. Okay.
Gotcha.
But that bobbin's sitting there, and I'll show you how to carry up the yarn. We've done that before, but do this second one. 2. But again, this is just what works for me.
Well, I think that that's going to work for me too. Like, I feel like it just made some things click just then for me. So
Good.
why wouldn't you do it that way?
And then this bobbin's gone. It's like, because it was only one square, it's not even going back on. It's going to go back in my yarn bowl.
So now, will you maybe use that on another section, or
yes, it is measured to be the 4 single squares that I have on that map.
you have on the whole map?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, it's clicking now a little bit better. Subscribed. Oh, thank you, Mary. Nasturtiums. How do you say that? Nasturtiums. We've eaten those before too, Margaret. We grew a lot.
Yeah,
we grew a whole lot. I need to plant some of those too.
Nasturtiums. Yeah, but they flame out.
Yeah, but they're still beautiful before they flame out in the heat.
So Mary, you would be confused about which color you're using. That's why let me share my screen again. You might have been gone when I did that.
Well, I must not have all messages because I missed that.
I had to scroll back up.
Ah.
Let me show you. So I'm following this and I'm counting, and okay, I just did this green one right there. So now I need 2 blue ones from this Mediterranean bobbin. Then I'll show you how to carry up the green so it's in carry it across so it's in the right spot. But it's not confusing, but you have to pay very close attention to your graph. You have to do a lot of counting. Oh, let me stop sharing screen.
Oh, Arabella's here. Hey, Arabella.
Yes,
did you finish your frog?
Yeah, did you finish the one you were working on?
It's a frog. It was a leggy frog or
Rachel.
one of those little.
Oh, hi, Rachel. Oh, that's right. You were off and then you had to work this week. I don't like this last double crochet. I'm going to adjust that. That's the other thing. If you don't like it, just change it.
Change it. I want to make, Arabella made me want to make a leggy frog.
They're cute.
They are cute.
Okay. So I'm going to show you that. The green is there at the base, but I need it up here. Because I'm going to slip stitch. But I need to move it before I slip stitch. So I just pull it through the tops of those double crochets. Because now remember the double crochets are on their side because that's how corner to corner works. And then I will connect the blue. I had to put it back on my hook. And I go through there, bring the green through. And this is, so my green is through. This is the thing that I feel like it was maybe TL Yarn Crafts that I saw. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. She said, was it her or was it the other lady? I don't know. That you kind of have to, I want that blue wrapped around that green. Oh my gosh. I know. It's a lot because you're not really seeing my hands. It's a lot, even if you are seeing my hands.
That part of your lesson, it's like I'm learning from you repeating yourself, and then maybe when I see you, hopefully it's going to just like click real fast.
Right. And the only reason
I'm not quite understanding it completely, listening to you and watching from this angle.
I get it because it's not clear, but I have to wrap that blue under there so it's locked under. But that's what I think it was TL Yarn Crafts.
It was something like that.
That said, it's a way to make sure that the color stays locked under there. But she doesn't color change that way, does she? So it must not have been her.
I don't remember how she.
I don't think she does.
Does she have very many C2Cs projects?
Just some.
Because the only thing I've watched of hers is the heart thing that I did, and I don't remember her. I don't remember her talking. Like I don't remember. Like
she was flipping yarn.
I just did it the way I thought was best as I did my. But see, it's like if I was washing that, I haven't washed it yet. It's just a decoration here for my thing, but it makes me wonder, like, is it going to come apart where I've tucked in my yarns? Since I haven't hooked it that way. But see,
no, when you wove in, right?
Yeah, I wove in my ends. Sometimes it makes me nervous. Like I've gotten into the practice of when I weave in my ends, I weave 3 times, one way, the other way, and back the other way in the same section.
Yeah, and that totally works.
Because this bag that I made, I didn't weave in. Is like I would just weave in one way, and sometimes I would do it twice. And I know that's why some of it's falling apart because I didn't weave it. I should have wove those ends in better.
Oh. Okay. So I just hit a spot where I have to do something kind of weird. I have to carry 2 different directions.
Yeah. I can do counted cross stitch. I can do what you're doing. Right on, Mary.
Yes, absolutely, Mary. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, as long as you have the graph, it's good to go. These are just tricks I've picked up to make it. Oh, which way do I want to do that? Okay. So my problem here is that there's a blue one in between the green ones, but I need that green down there. So okay, I'm gonna carry this across the top of my green. Ugh. I'm not even gonna try to show this nonsense.
Yeah.
Because that I guarantee without being able to see my hands is just gonna be confusing. Plus, I have to figure out exactly what I want to do.
Where to put it.
Okay, so I think because I want it hidden. So blue's gonna go there. Slight design flaw on my part.
Right. You're allowed.
Yes. I do elaborate design, so that's my problem.
I mean, that's just going to be gorgeous, Lori. Like,
it is. It's going to be super cool.
Like, I mean, you don't have to say, but whoever's getting that blanket, like, I'm a little jelly. Like, that's an awesome blanket.
Right. It's a former student.
It is an awesome blanket that you're giving someone. That's going to be up there with the other 2 that I absolutely love. I guess it's more like 4 that I absolutely love now.
Right, because there's the mountain.
There's the mountain, the puffy clouds.
The puffy clouds one with all the different designs.
There's the animal. What did you make?
The deer head.
The deer head. There's the deer head.
That one's cool because it's got the background of that one is the dots yarn, not dots. Sorry, ice cream roving.
Mm-hmm.
And then the head is the puzzle yarn, premier puzzle yarn in crossword.
Mm-hmm.
I know that colorway. I don't remember. I want to say it was blueberry or something is the background of that. But the way that the puzzle yarn just naturally stripes, it was really cool on that deer head. But yeah, I know all of you are sitting there going, we want to see these.
Yeah, they do.
I will get to it. I promise.
Y'all are going to love it when she shows it.
It's on my radar.
So it's like in Ravelry. Like I have blankets that are like, oh, I like these blankets. These blankets are pretty. And then I have another label called Gorgeous Blankets. It's like extra wow when I come across them.
Right.
Those 4 blankets of yours would be in my extra wow category on my Ravelry.
There.
They're like extra. They're extra wow.
Okay. I figured out what I needed to do, but I'm not even gonna. We're gonna see if this works. This is the other thing I am okay with. Okay, I think this is what I need to do. I try it. If it doesn't work, oh well, I'll just come up with another way.
Uh-oh. Is that not plugged in?
Looks like
It's the computer not plugged in.
Knocking things over.
Are you sure? Because why would it have gone off?
don't know. I don't even anything with your.
That was what's wrong with my this light. It was like saying it's not reading it.
Baby, I just lost my light. I did.
Oh.
It's not charging. Oh well. Well, y'all can still see me, but it's not charging.
Yeah, it's not
Hates
like
me.
super dark or anything.
Technology hates me, I'm telling you.
It comes to get you.
It doesn't like me at all. It says you're streaming too much. We're gonna not.
We're gonna mess with you.
We're gonna mess with you until you get off the YouTube. But guess what? I won't.
That's right.
I shouldn't say that. My phone could stop working.
Excuse me.
Goodness, everybody's got a cough right now.
I think mine's allergy. It feels very allergy-esque.
You're telling me this is plugged in and that ran my computer
I did take
battery
my
down.
allergy pill today, right? Yes, I did.
The computer is just like dead. I mean, it's like continuously charging. I don't understand why it would go up. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Camille has had volume problems, so it's best if she doesn't mute for any of you watching for the first time, because it's like we just don't know when something's going to go crazy.
So it just the computer's charged 100%. So I just lost my light. Oh my God.
That was like a flash right in the eyes. Oh, miserable. Okay, so what I just had to do is real goofy, but I think it'll work all right.
What's going on here? Oh, Lord, help me. Help me.
I'm going to hide that a little bit. I think we'll hide it on the back. This is definitely another blanket that there's definitely a front and definitely a back. Whereas, the last corner to corner, until I put the name on it, which I tried, and then I have to undo because I don't like what happened with it. Oh, that's not going to work what I did. All right. Okay.
My mom's doing this to me.
Is your mom messing with you?
Yeah.
Mama's got to do that sometimes.
She's haunting me. Calm down, Judy. Calm down.
I just realized I didn't need to do that. Shoot. Okay. It's all right. Actually, it's going to be normal instead of what I did. All right. Okay. Because I misread my graph, so I thought I had to put a block of green.
Oh, that's
It would have been difficult, but it's not. It wasn't.
If I leave soon, we have storms moving around the area of East Texas. Oh, Mary, you're in East Texas. I haven't made that connection, but awesome. Hopefully, I'll remember that. Do we have storms? I mean, you're in East Texas, though. Got to go look at the weather now and see what's up.
Yeah, you can drop weather. It should be working again tonight. If Linda's still here, I know she's our weather gal.
Yeah.
Does Restream seem to have more of a delay than StreamYard did?
I feel like it does.
Yeah.
I feel like it does. 24-hour future radar. Just show me that up front. I don't know why it doesn't. Oh, yeah, there is. Everybody's getting rain and some weather except for us. Just skipped right over this Dallas area.
Huh.
It's from the weather's from all the way from San Antonio, all the way up across, all the way up into Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
It's just one big swath of weather.
But not us, right? Not Colorado.
Oh no, you're dry.
Yeah, we're dry.
Yeah, you might have something coming towards you, but it's not. Yeah. Anyway, I was making sure we weren't under a tornado watch or anything.
Yeah, good. I mean, that's important to do.
Sorry.
You know what I was remembering about the rain tornado that I was telling you that we were in, and how we didn't think that the alert was right?
Yeah.
Because it's Colorado, and it's not Colorado where we get tornadoes, so it was bizarre. It was pouring rain. It was the strangest thing. I went out and closed the umbrella that was out on the patio while it's like raining all around me. Like pouring, and it's windy, and
you're just like stepping out. You're just stepping out
outside in it.
Stepping out into the tornado like a Texan would do.
I did. Because I was like, no, they're wrong. It's really rainy and miserable, but I got to save that umbrella. Well, later, a year and a half later, the umbrella got destroyed by the wind anyway. Not the tornado, though. I saved it from the tornado.
Okay. Let's see where I'm at here.
Going back to that graph, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Okay, 9. Okay. So we had a little rain for a couple hours. Oh, and you in Indiana? Am I remembering that right, Megan?
.48. I stopped at exactly the right spot.
Perfect.
So I need to mark it this time.
Yes, mark that corner.
This is where I decrease right here. Now I need to check the other side. Oh, I forgot about this. This is the bucket hat I'm trying to make.
Oh, making a new bucket hat, huh?
Forgot all about it. I should use this one.
Oh, you're in Indiana too. Okay. Oh, yes, cute. I like the little waggy tail. That's fun.
I do too. I'm putting it on my. Does he know he's got to go to work? Because I still hear him in there playing a game. Do I got to go boss him around? Okay, this is going to be the decrease when I come back. Okay, now I need to count at this side.
I definitely count and recount and count again in the sections that change a lot. Or maybe not quite as frequently because that's bigger counts, but they change every row. But yes, if you do cross stitch, you could definitely do this for sure. It's just kind of learning some of the tricks of it. If you want a denser fabric, I'll grab this. If you want a denser fabric, this is half double crochet. And you can see there's like virtually no holes. That way is the front toward you. So, but yeah, it almost doesn't even look like corner to corner, except for the fact that it's striped that way.
Yeah.
Because it's so dense. And corner to corner does not usually look dense. And I dropped my blue ball. All right.
Gotta measure.
Trying to.
I'm just double checking myself because I didn't like that. That wasn't exactly a perfect square.
Yeah, I get that. There we go. Why is it not letting me in there? God dang it.
It's 40 inches.
Wonderful.
Even double check this one, make sure I've got my thoughts straight on this thing. It's 40. It's 41.
That's what happens. It's just kind of the nature of the squares.
So I should have decreased here. So I'm going to have to pull it out.
Oh, because you should have decreased at the other end?
I should have decreased at this end. Here, yeah. No, that's not. That's okay. I've gotten two measures. I'm gonna have to step over here and lay it on the floor and make sure.
Because it's not fair.
Well, it doesn't need to be matched.
Which one? Which one? Can I focus the camera? I'm blurry. Ooh.
Oh, you are blurry. I just saw that. I'm gonna step over here and lay this on the floor and get a correct measurement.
Okay. Let me. It's just going to be weird for a second. Just ignore that. Is that better? Is that better at all? If I do this, is that better? Same audio is off too. My audio is off?
You're being off, but that doesn't mean it's not.
No, my audio is off. Is that audio better? I don't know. Well, guess we'll go over here. Can you hear me? Can you hear that at all? Audio is off. Yes to which? Is my audio back on? It's not synced with your mouth. You still have audio. That's weird. Okay. It's just lagging. Oh, yeah, I see that. That's weird. Okay. Then I think I know what the problem is. Let's see which internet this is connected to. Where's my internet? There it is. Where are you, internet? Yep, that's the problem. It's which internet I'm hooked up to. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, it shows I'm still here. Did she say anything before she went, baby? You went silent. I wonder if she's going to have to start another one or if I should just stay put here. Can y'all hear me? I mean, it shows me. It shows me. The chair doesn't talk like kids shows suggest they should. Can y'all hear me though? It's a crazy show. My internet is messed up. Do you want me to end your show for you then, Lori? Or should I wait and see if you can get back on? I can hear you on my phone. Okay. She should be able to come back, Bridget says. Yes, y'all can hear me. Stay put. You're good. She was shifting internet connection. I'm Connie. Gotcha. Gotcha. Should we sing a song? Lori Stories in Crochet. She was crocheting with me, but she went away. I'm gonna stay put until she comes back. 'Cause I like all her little blanket hacks. How's that one? I have it's 9:18, so I have like 20 minutes before I have to go. So you tell me what you want me to do, girlfriend. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and entertain them. See why? It's always one of us. Like the internet gods are not happy right now. Like I need to offer a sacrifice or something. I'm joking, y'all. Don't be taking me seriously. That was a good one. You liked that one. Okay, I'll stay put for the moment, right? I got it. I got you. I didn't forgot that song. I won't be able to repeat it without watching the clip over and over again. But it was cute in the moment. 14 people. So, what y'all crocheting on? We're just doing a blanket. Linda was tired from shopping. Green Mom, she's working on Tunisian. Corner to corner. Mary's working on Tunisian corner and corner. Hey, I know. Let's do this. Here, give me that. Where's that? Let's do a question. Would you rather? You don't care if I play Would You Rather, Lori? Let's do one. We'll do one. Are all those planets still retrograde from the other week? Probably, Megan. Anything goes wrong in life, just blame it on Mercury being in retrograde, right? On the next to the last border round. Ooh, you're going to show that off, right? My internet says not today, Lori. Not today. Let's see. This is a good one. Would you rather sail through the Bermuda Triangle at night or fly through it in a thunderstorm during the day? Ooh, I would rather not go near the Bermuda Triangle. It seems like it's a dangerous place. Like, I'll just stay here in Texas. I mean, at this point in time in our world, I'd rather just sail than fly. I have to say that one.
Yeah, the FAA is not in great shape right now.
No, so let's sail through the Bermuda Triangle at night.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very.
What would y'all do? You gonna sail through the Bermuda Triangle at night, or are you gonna fly through it in a thunderstorm during the day? Like, answers, please.
I
Yeah.
don't really like either of them.
I don't like those options. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. Read it again, please. Would you rather sail through the Bermuda Triangle at night or fly through it in a thunderstorm during the day? Ooh, I can guarantee you if we sailed through it at night, I wouldn't be sleeping. I'd be watching. So everybody would be safe. If I could handle it, we'd be safe because I'd be away crocheting on the deck, and I would tell y'all if something happened. I'd come wake everybody up. Bridget says, sail at night. I'd love to see the stars on a ship in the middle of an ocean. Right? That would be amazing. That would also be a little like spooky, eerie. Even if you weren't in the Bermuda Triangle, I think it would be a little spooky, eerie to be in an ocean and you couldn't see land and you're looking at the stars. Like, you're so just like tiny in that.
It could be very quiet if you were on a sailboat.
I bet it would be. Do sailboats even go in the middle of the ocean?
Well, certain kinds.
Certain kinds
Can.
do.
Yeah.
Don't they? But they tend to stay, smaller sailboats, they tend to stay by the
Right,
land.
Yeah.
So they do have extra large sailboats that go out into the middle.
Well, I mean, what do you mean by the middle? Like
Like,
across the Atlantic?
halfway between here and England or here in
Yeah, those are going to be
Spain
bigger. But like, for example, you can fairly easily have a sailboat that could sail from like Florida to Cuba.
Well, yeah, but you're sailing along the landmass, not too far away.
Well, but
from
you're going like 150 miles,
right?
Across open water.
But what's the halfway point between here and?
That's like
Africa.
3,000 miles or so.
Yeah, that would be scary to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Right? I think.
But, yeah.
The ocean scares me. I'd have to be able to see land, right? I'd be up there crocheting with you, Margaret said. Right on, Margaret. We'd be getting her done, wouldn't we, Margaret? Neither, thank you, but no way. Sell for sure, both terrible options. Sell at night. Oh, I saw that one. Megan says neither, but I guess Captain Kate does sail through there at night if the ships are being big enough. That's a weird one. Yeah, the ocean scares me a little bit. Like, I've never been one to be like, oh, let's go on a cruise. Like, I don't care for that at all. Are you still trying, Lori? Is it not even going to let you on? There are a couple of vessels of rowboats that will be going across the ocean here fairly soon. I believe most of the rowers, if not all, are formal military. Going across, like straight across the ocean? That's cray cray.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'd be getting her done, wouldn't we, Margaret? Let's do it. I wanted to find that red carpet category, and I'm not seeing it. Heck time. It's got to be here because it's one of these colors. Let me pull all these out. That's a blue one. What's this one? Red carpet. Okay, here's some red carpets. No problem. Do I need to like let you back in somehow? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't think. I don't see an option. Ah, here's a nice one. This is under red carpet, huh? Would you rather play the role of a villain or a hero? Everybody's gonna say hero.
Not me.
You want to play a villain?
Yeah.
Like if you were in a movie, you would
Yeah.
play the villain?
Yeah.
Be Dick Dastardly?
Yeah.
Oh, listen to it
Yeah, it'd be
every
fun.
the other day on a radio. Interesting. And my internet seems to have crashed, but my phone is done, so I don't know. Your phone is done, like it's out of charge. My internet won't to connect to anything but my phone. That's weird. It's super weird. So villain or hero, y'all? Drop your answers. Drop your answers. I scratched my arm and made it icky. Pretty sure my youngest would go villain though. Am I seeing all the messages? Villain, it's just make believe. Heroes, Mary says heroes. Yes, being a villain is a deeper role. Is it a deeper role if you're a villain in real life? If you're a bad person, is it a deeper role? Wouldn't it be a deeper role to play the hero if you were like a bad person in your real life? Tried resetting your router, Megan says. Not, I say, my 17 would say villain, not, I say hero. My church is on Denver, but Sheridan. Hero, I couldn't do the villain deeds. Even for a make believe movie, you couldn't do the villain.
Like,
Hubby says he could.
I feel like there's more complexities to a villain.
I feel like I'd have a bigger part if I was playing the hero, right? Because the villain's eventually going to get. I mean, in all the movies, almost all of them, like the villain gets defeated by the hero. So I would have a better part if I defeated you. My router's downstairs. I'm with you, Bridget. What do you want me to do? You want me to keep going until 9:40, Lori? Or do you want me to close your show out? Let's just do another one. Would you rather that's kind of a cool one though.
Yeah, dude. What is it?
Would you rather own a private jet? I know what my husband's going to say, and I agree. Or a private island.
Oh, the islands.
Yeah.
Sounds like comparison.
Sure,
Yeah,
island. Like,
I bet that.
who
I
would
guess
pick?
you could fly.
I mean,
places.
some people might pick a jet. I would want
Yeah,
an
I would
island.
take the island.
Mm-hmm. Please go until you have to leave. I super appreciate it. Right on. Let's just play a game here on Lori's stories. Poor girl. Can I not invite you back? Oh, your internet's not working though. It would truly hurt my heart to even act in a way that others look like they were hurt from. Yeah, right. I wouldn't like that. Lori wants a jet. She wants to go to all the places. Lisa says private island. Margaret says, duh, island. We would just stay up on the island all night and get her done, wouldn't we, Margaret? Private island. We'd have a private island. I'm running diagnostics on my computer. Okay, right on. A private island for sure. And put all my family on it too, right, Chuck? Mary says private island. Lori could just come visit us all in her jet, right? She could just island hop. Can you land a jet on a small island though?
I mean, yeah,
They
you
have
mean,
small enough jets that you could land it on a small island.
well,
You'd have to have one of those like boat ones.
yeah,
Do they
or
make
like a
those?
helicopter pad.
A helicopter? How is a helicopter going to land a jet? Pad going to be enough for a jet to land?
Well, it wouldn't be for a jet.
Oh,
it'd be
she'd
for a
have to
helicopter.
just sell her jet for a helicopter. Island here too, Megan says. Okay, if it's a yarn island, Lori says, well, yeah, we would probably have yarn on the island, right? Even if it wasn't, I'd pick the island. Let's get another good one. I will visit all of you. Depends on the size of jet and size of the island. Yeah, but I'd be so scared living on an island. What if a hurricane came? There's no hospitals on my island. I had to dig a real deep hole so I could survive the hurricane. She will parachute onto the island, Linda says. One of those pontoon planes, right? You don't need a jet, just get a pontoon plane. If you have a private jet, people will loan you stuff like a water plane. There you go, Chuck. That could get stinky floating around the ocean, Lori. Yeah, there you go. You just attach yourself to your husband and he can parachute you down to our islands. And with you on the private island and crochet with you all, right? Does the jet come with a pilot? I'm sure. I mean, it would have to. I mean, if you can, I don't know. Someone would figure it out. Oh my gosh, should we ask this one?
Yeah.
This is a hard decision for me. I don't think it is a hard decision. I know what I would choose, but it would still stress me out to have to make the choice. Should we do another one? Do one more. Let's see. Should I see maybe two more? I think this one's going to go quick. I don't know. That's a hard one. We'll make sure you have the hottest pilot, Michelle. There you go. Yeah. I mean, if you give Michelle a hot pilot, she might not parachute down to our islands. She'd just be flying around on the jet all the time, right? Here's the next one. Y'all ready? Would you rather stop listening to music forever or stop using streaming services forever? I don't know. What would you pick? I don't want to not have music. I would get upset.
Does YouTube count?
Yeah. I mean, YouTube is streaming services. Yeah. No more streaming services, but you can hear music forever. I would pick the music. No problem, Lori. So you want to stop listening to music forever or using streaming service? I say music. I'm gonna keep my music. I would stop the streaming services. I've lived in a time where we didn't have streaming services and we had music, and I can tell you I liked that. I liked that time of my life.
A lot of DVDs, man.
Music, but you can make your own music. I guess if you had me with you, I could just sing songs, right? I've been crocheting and other placemat. Oh, that's awesome, Lisa. What yarn are you doing? Cotton? Weren't you using cotton? I can't remember. You were doing placemat and coasters, is that right, Lisa? string would be kind of boring with no music, right? That's what I'm thinking. You're gonna keep the music. I'm gonna keep the music. I would stop the streaming and keep the music. Stop streaming services, even though I do listen to YouTube. I have lots of instruments. So you could just make your own. You would stop the streaming services though, even though you have your own instruments. Like, I mean, I think that says a lot. Like most of us we don't want to give up our music. Lori would. Lori would give up her music, but not me. Not Margaret. Can borrow movies, listen to radio. Yeah, we can like make your own. Oh yes.
No,
Hey.
can you hear me?
I'm about to have to go though.
Yes, but can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes.
you.
It was something. I restarted my computer. That's what I had to do.
That's awesome. I'm glad you figured it out.
Thank you for covering my absence. Oh, that's my webcam.
This game is handy. You need to just move it into your yarn room.
Right? Everybody have this ready to go.
It's also fun. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It really is.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I'm not
It's not-
sponsored. No, I'm
No.
not. Well, I'm not. No, neither of us are sponsored, but there's
Right,
a link.
not sponsored. I have a link, yeah. And then Camille pinned it in hers, and then it is in my it won't be, I will add all my links in here for
You need
bobbins,
to add this game link.
yarn TV,
over.
and this game. Yeah. Hair color. I've got it all now. Linked.
One of the best games I've ever played. I have to
Nice.
say, right?
Nice.
Like I do like the bird game we have. We have one called Wingspan. Have you ever played Wingspan?
I feel like my daughter's talked about the game, my younger daughter.
You need to play Wingspan.
Okay.
And I wish we could play it here with everyone, but you can't. Like it's not a internet friendly game.
Yeah. Not internet friendly like Cards Against Humanity, not internet
No,
friendly.
not internet friendly, and like we couldn't execute it on the
You
internet.
need to be in person, got
Yeah,
it.
you need to be in person. Yeah, I'm glad you made it back.
I am too. I'm glad I made it back. But yeah, it was because the internet was fine on my phone. I'm like, it's got to be the computer, and sure enough, that's what it was. But, technology. It's both fantastic and terrible all at the same time.
See, Mary says I love this game. They love it, Lori.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. My version's old. I don't even know what year this is from. Like, look at the different, like it's faded and it like looks different, but it is the same brand, right?
What brand is it?
It's like
This is-
Zalmondo.
This is. Oh, it's got a Z on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's the same. I think they probably trademarked the name for the card game. But yeah, I've got another one, but that is not internet friendly. It's called, well, I'm going to clean it up. It's called Poopy Choices. And literally both choices are terrible, like really terrible. And you have to choose which one you would deal with better. Yeah. But that one's not as fun. This is fun because this can be a little more thought provoking. It's certainly more family friendly. It's yeah.
Do you have the same categories as me? Mad Scientist, Slam Dunk, Tech
Nope.
Time, Red Carpet. Oh, so we
No.
have two different games.
Yeah, because mine's so old. This is at least 10. It's probably at least 15 years old, actually. And so I have pain, fear, discomfort. That's one category. Appearance or embarrassment. Ethics and intellect. And then random. Those are my 4 categories.
And here, ask us an ethics and intellect question.
Okay.
Oh, except I'm about to have to leave.
Yeah, we'll just ask it real quick. Okay. Oh, I already asked that one. I literally grabbed one that we did the other day. Okay. Okay, here. This is a good one. Okay. Would you rather tell your boss he has a giant booger on his upper lip before a huge company meeting, or let him go in and hope he doesn't remember you had the opportunity to tell him.
It depends on whether I like my boss or not.
Exactly.
Like, who's my boss?
Exactly.
There are some bosses I would have just let go into the meeting, and there's some bosses I would have pulled to the side and said, "Hey, here's your Kleenex."
And I'm so sorry, I wasn't looking at you.
Yeah, sorry, I don't look at you. Like if they knew, I'd be like, yeah. If they said anything, well, I didn't know. I don't look at you that much because I don't like you.
Right.
Mm.
I'm not. Megan, will you email me? Because I'm not sure I understand.
Or if all the places is clicked from listing them like public. What? I don't understand what's going on, but
She's talking about the links.
using your link, it would need to go through a community post. What, I'm not allowed to put a link on my channel? Like, that doesn't make sense. I only have to tell them if I'm sponsored or not, or if I'm an associate or not, from what I understand. But I have to look that up. Send me a link to that info, Megan, where you're getting that from. I would tell them. I gotta go though. I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you. That's a good one to end on. See you later. Thank you for covering.
Okay, no
And
problem.
I'll probably go in a few minutes, but yeah.
Okay.
So how would I feel? Yeah, I would probably tell them. I would probably tell them to. Yeah, I would probably tell them because yeah, I don't think I've ever had. I don't know. Yeah, and even if I didn't like them, kind of like, hey, dude, gross, man. You could kind of tell your full opinion, I guess. I don't know. Should we do one more and then be ready to go? Yeah, nothing sponsored. It's just my links, my associate links. They're not even like affiliate links. It's different with Amazon. I don't know. Because I don't have enough between all my internet things. I do not have enough influencer status to be an affiliate. If you are using, what are you thinking about? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Send me an email explaining that more, or send me like a copy of where I could find those FAQs so we can make sure it's super clear. Yeah. Oh, yes. So this, Lisa, this is actually a hoodie. Not that I ever wear the hood. And it came with stitch markers attached like that. There was one on this, but I used it for something. So it came with stitch markers, and it's got this pocket that has snaps. So you could have like 3 little balls of yarn in here. And then over here, where is it? It's on this side. Over here, you can stick your hook in sideways right here. And then your yarn could come out the top. Kind of like what Bridget made with her Love Yourself. No, that was her previous sweater where she had the kangaroo pouch in the front. Or yes, kangaroo pouch. But it was a sweater and it was very similar. I don't think she had the snaps, but she might have. But she did have a crochet hook pocket, if I recall correctly, too. So yeah. Yes, my daughters actually got this for me for Mother's Day one year. So yes. All right. Well, sorry about all the chaos. It was something, like I said, it was something with my computer because my phone internet was fine. So I was like, it's got to be something different than what I'm thinking it is. Oh, who just got here? Sorry. Oh, Moonrose. Hi, Moonrose. Moonrose is up in Calgary, or at least that's where she puts the weather from. But anyway, so like I said, my phone was working, the internet was fine, but the computer, like everything, it was saying no internet, and wouldn't even let me select an internet. And yeah, so I'm not sure. Should we? Let me click in here. got to go. Y'all, yeah, okay. Bye, Chuck. And yeah, and like I said, I'm probably gonna go. If you want to do one more question, we can. But this is the game. Her version is much more updated than my version because this is like 15 minutes. Sorry, 15 years ago at least. Well, no, it's got to be, let's see. Yeah, probably 15 years old or older. But it's the same brand name. But yeah. All right. All right. Anyway, my head is kind of feeling a little funky all of a sudden, probably all the stress. It's probably a little bit triggering, all that lovely stress. So yeah, this is where I'm at on this blanket. I didn't quite finish that row. I'll finish that row up really quick. Because I'm right here. You can see more of Australia. And then up here, eventually I'll be adding Asia up here. To go back to, whose question was that? Mary's question. Mary Cooper's question. She had a question about the weight of those. Yes, it gets weighty, and that's why it's pulling down a little bit. So I try to keep it in my lap so it doesn't stretch too much, or on my desk like this, like I had it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. I was having internet problems. Camille was covering, but then Camille had to go. And then I was planning on going till 9, but all the stress of my internet, it was really my computer being super spazzy, gave me a little bit of a headache because that's what happens to me. But what are you working on real quick, Moonrose, before we go here? I was talking about the bobbins and how I use them and how I add single squares. And thank you. Thank you, Lisa. I'm very happy with it. This is what the design will look like. But where it's white, it's actually that lemon meringue ice cream yarn. It's ice cream yarn in colorway lemon meringue, so that it's like the sunshine in the back is what my thinking was in putting yellow in the background. So I have the physical version, and then I have it on the Stitch Fiddle is what program that was. If you were here earlier, that's where I designed it. I pulled in a picture, but it didn't really look like this. I did a lot of adjusting. It was more almost cartoonish, the one I used. And then I had to adjust from there. But yeah, that's where we're at. Let's see if is it all refreshed? Oh, that's lots of folks that clicked like, but yeah, it looks like everybody's headed out. But yes, thank you all for coming in and saying hi. There it's saying, please subscribe. I'm waiting for my order just to, okay. Oh, gloves. Okay. Oh, a circle vest. Yeah. See, that's cool. Almost up to the arms of strap. Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. Oh, hi, Genesis. How are you doing? Camille had to leave early. This is where I'm at on this blanket. Ugh. There's, that's Australia right there. And that is, the single square is New Zealand. Down here is Antarctica. And it will look like this. So this is a corner to corner, but it's a graph GAN. So I'm following the graph and having to count and all of that. I'll probably give at least a weekly update where I do a video and you can really see where I'm at on the blanket. Unless I decide I'm obsessed with it, because I kind of am obsessed with this blanket. So I might try to fly through it as fast as I can. Been working on another placemat. Okay. Red Heart yarn. Yeah. What? You're headed, Megan. Okay. Good night. I'm liking this yarn for my land because I can do different colors of the land. So I'm trying to use like kind of the brighter and darker greens where it's more fertile. And I'll try to use like this lighter green, like in like Siberia, for example. Greenland, I still haven't decided if I'm going to use like this, like Antarctica, or if I'm just going to try to use the lightest of the green yarn off of this. This is Just Yarn Worsted Value Ombre. This is from Premier. I think it was $6.99. Can't remember. I think I got it on sale though. And it is 612 yards. So it's a lot of yardage on this. And like I said, I think it's $6.99. And it's softer than your typical Red Heart Super Saver, but some Red Hearts, it all depends on the color, right? Because different colors are rough and different colors are fine. Like, so this is for, I label my bobbins. Oh, you can't see that. Let me get the light just right. See, that's my bobbin for Africa. So I calculated how much I need per square, and then I always round up. So this bobbin should have enough yarn for Africa. So yeah, just trying to. I did do a lesson on that part of it, but not the bigger part. And now I need to do the tips and tricks. There is going to be a video that drops on Tuesday about actually putting, which yarn was it? I think it was this big blue one. No. Where is that big blue one? Is it over here? Well, it's my big giant blue yarn. Yeah, no. There it is. Yeah, this one. I should have chosen differently, and I say that in the video. I should have just left that as the ball and bobbined up the other parts, but it's fine. It works. All my other bobbins are very reasonable. Cotton yarn for some of the which part? Custary? I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, cotton yarn placemat, definitely. I'm just trying to figure out, because I make typos all the time, just trying to figure out what you were trying to tell me. But yeah, I can feel this. It's not the lights tonight. It's just the stress. You can feel that I'm getting like droopy, and that means I gotta make sure I take care of myself. Thankfully, Camille was able to kind of cover my butt there for a bit with her updated version of the Would You Rather. So stay tuned. You watch for my pop-up box. Oh, yes. Okay, definitely. Sounds good, Moonrose. I am going to go ahead and go. Like I said, I was going to try. I just don't think I can make 7 more minutes because I'm feeling this. I get droopy, which means I'm starting to get a migraine. So I need to. Oh, coasters. Okay. Yes, of course. That's what it was. Yes. Cute. And it's a Red Heart cotton. I don't know if I've ever used a Red Heart cotton. I have that's all cotton. This is cotton. That's all cotton. This is a cotton blend. So I've used lots of different cottons, but I don't know that I've used a Red Heart cotton. Okay. Okay. Red Heart yarn for the placemat. Is it a cotton though for a placemat? Because it would make sense. But yeah, I like all that different cotton. Ooh. Apparently the yawning is also an indicator. Oh, Lisa, we need to figure out, since you're By Moonrose, since you're in Colorado, we'll have to figure out how to do like a crochet club or something, because I am in a crochet club, but it's in Southeast Aurora is where I would describe where that's at. So it's not, I mean, it's not super close to my home, but it's close enough. And I love the people. I love the people. You all need to, I'm going to show, you know what? I'm going to put a post about this, but I'm going to show this picture because it's so funny. So one of the ladies went to an estate sale and the people were getting all the yarn. This is all the yarn she bought. Can you, wrong way. Can you see that? Can you see all that yarn? She said that's not even all of it. That's crazy, right? Like, oh my gosh. It's nuts. She had, between her and another lady from the club, she had 12 like leaf trash bags, you know, the big black ones, full of yarn that they bought at the estate sale. She does tons of donations, so I'm sure that's what. Okay, so regular red heart. I've never used acrylic yarn. Well, before I say that, I've never made placemats, but I guess in my head, I always assumed they were cotton, but I guess they don't have to be. Because table runners certainly don't have to be. So anyway, that's like that, right, Margaret? Is that not insane? Like I kind of tried to estimate, like kind of count, and I couldn't. It was just too many. It was just too many balls of yarn. And yeah, I can't show the other picture because it shows their faces and I don't have their permission to do that. But I knew showing that picture would be totally fine because, but right? Like, and I thought I was bad about looking on Nextdoor and Facebook Marketplace for yarn. That's next level, right? Whoo. But like I said, she does tons of donation work, and I'm sure I believe the 12 bags were split between the two ladies, but the one lady, I think that it was probably a majority of hers. Let's say she had 8 of the bags and the other lady had 4. That would be my guess, or some kind of split like that. But yeah, that's the most yarn ever. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And she sent a text just now, just like at the beginning of my live. I'm just seeing it now. So the estate sale they went to, the lady said, come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. And any yarn that's left over, it's yours. As if they need more yarn. It's wild. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So much yarn. Cotton yarn, like I said, I have so many. I haven't used this yet, but as far as feel, this is like clothing level kind of. This is soft cotton. This is Karen Cotton Cakes. It's a blend, I believe. 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. So I have found that when it's the blend like that, it is so much softer. This is what's called a mill end. I got a pound of mill end yarn. It's all, oh, that's nice. My granddaughter's interested, but my daughter. Okay. So I need to come to you. I come up to Arvada to babysit my grandkids all the time. But this was mill end, so it was a pound of this. So there's several balls, as you can see, and I have given some of these away. You didn't get to choose the color, so it was really cheap. So for a pound of 100% cotton, it's slightly softer than a typical kitchen cotton is what I'm trying to say. Slightly softer, but definitely kitchen cotton, like it's going to be durable. And I want to say this was from Hirschner's Hirschner's Mill End, I'm pretty sure, cotton yarn. And it was like $7.99 for a pound of 100% cotton. So even though you didn't get to choose the color, I ended up loving, I've been able to use this color a lot. Is my mosaic here? Here, I'll show you. Because I've given away some of the things I've made, but this mosaic, that blue is that yarn there. Sugar and cream. See, I love sugar and cream. I've got 2 cones of it here. 2 cones of sugar and cream. That's what I usually use. That's great for cat toys. Thanks to Megan, I have which is Going Green Mom. I have a really good idea. Next month, I am doing a collaboration with So Magical Michelle. It's a 1L Michelle. And we're doing animal themes. So I am coming up with a pattern for what's called a kick stick. So it's I'm going to do a crochet version. So, and I stuff it with socks that got holes, right? So they're clean. You wash them first. And you kind of put the catnip in there and everywhere. And then it's a kind of like that long or whatever and round tube that's closed. And then the cats play with it. I'm going to try to figure out how to make it look like a fish or a bird or something. We'll see. But my cats love every cat toy I make. But you have to use 100% cotton if you're going to make an animal toy. But anyway, I think that's it. But yeah, I can't believe they're going to get all the leftover yarn. I can't believe that wasn't all the yarn that this person had. Holy mackerel. Anyway. Oh, yes. Thank you, Linda. If you haven't subscribed to Linda, please subscribe to Linda. She shows the most beautiful work. She does the most beautiful work. And I know Deb was in here earlier, but I know she usually goes to bed a little bit earlier. So sorry. Sorry about that. Anyway, I definitely need to go. See, it's past 9 now, and my head is all a flurry. But yes, keep watching my page for updates on where I'm at on this. I might do it a couple times a week since I'm kind of really motivated to finish it because it's so pretty. Anyway, thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. And thank you for being patient, and thank Camille. And if you don't follow Camille, make sure you go subscribe to Camille's Creations because she really covered me tonight when my computer decided to be special. So thank you all. And tomorrow you will see my yarn management video as long as my computer cooperates. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.